do you see any parallels between the 1950s and the local, box hunting era and today?
I'm going to say, unfortunately, yes. I don't think the so-called 1950s status quo where, everybody's white, everybody's in the suburbs, everybody has a car, that sort of thing. That, there's an idea that some people want to return to that. Um, we're much different than that now. I think so. What the parallel is you have people who want to return to that. And how are they going to make that happen? This is a different world. It's a different place. Shut up. That's all I have to say with that.
Yeah. Like when you're doing this research, do you kind of channel like a lot of actors when they're like portraying, say, like Will Smith doing Muhammad Ali, or
Hmm.
um, Timothy Chalamet and his roles?
I do try to talk about that, the clothes that people are wearing, the cars that they're driving. I mean, I love old cars, so it was pretty easy for me to say, oh, he's driving a Ford Super 8 or something, but again, that's more aimed at the immersion. As far as
Hmm.
channeling actors, I don't do it consciously. I think because we're all victims of the media, we all, we watch what we watch growing up. There's, obviously, in the back of our minds, there is that sense, that we can't avoid. But I think I tried to base it more on people I knew, as far as the guys, and as far as the women, just understanding that there are some stark choices that are faced by people. And when they get in certain situations, they may do things that morally they wouldn't do otherwise. And there has to be a sense of forgiveness of that, simply because of what people have to do to survive, So, and that's what the story of Local Honey, of the people who live on this farm that Becky allows in. She kind of turns a blind eye to some of the stuff they do, whether it's theft, whether it's hints of prostitution, which nobody ever wants to come out and say, and things like that. Yet it goes on there, and the people of the town want it to be gone, And so this local cop, Jim Yarrow, in the book, who is kind of falling for Becky all over again, finds himself wanting to support her, yet at the same time realizing that he has to answer to his people, who are very much the wealthy status quo that wants to keep life 1950s, And interesting,
Hmm.
other things are going on at the same time. You're having the emergence of television and new ways of talking to people. So there's one point in the book where he takes his kids to see TV. They never seen anything like that before, and it wasn't even available to them because the nearest station was, 100 miles away. But they wanted to see it because there's the whole society's moving forward in a different direction, So.